Hi, my name is Emliawardina binti Muhammad Razi. My metric number is H2381959. So today I'm going to present about Mr. Muhammad Faiz. He is the owner of Koda Cafe. Mr. Muhammad Faiz is 37 years old, young man, married and has 2 children. He is a citizen of Kelantan and lives in Kubang Keren. He established this Koda Cafe in September 2023 with a vintage theme. This cafe is located on Jalan Sultan Zainab, Bandar Kota Baru. Before establishing Koda Cafe, he used to open Western food theme restaurant in Panji for 2 to 3 years. And the restaurant in Panji is a new building, but he decorated it with a vintage theme because he really liked vintage theme. When I stepped into the cafe, I found there were many vintage items such as cassette tapes, old magazines from 19th century, and so old design bottles, and so many other vintage items. This shows evidence that Mr. Faiz is very fond of vintage items. When I asked him since when he started to collect this vintage item, and he said he collect this item since 2014. I'm very impressed because not everyone has a hobby of collecting old things. Koda Cafe. This cafe is open from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. and the atmosphere in the shop is quite comfortable, not too hot and not too cold. The wind is also gently blows into the cafe, making customers feel the enjoyment of the evening. We also asked Mr. Faiz for the advice on what should we do if we want to open our own restaurant or cafe or any other business, but especially in the F&B field. Mr. Faiz said that a strategic location is very important to attract customers. Also, a device menu is also very important because customers will not come to the cafe if they find that the menu in the cafe is an ordinary menu and does not attract the attention of customers. They will not like what should I say? Mostly customer does not like an ordinary menu. She like unique menu. Like Koda Cafe, they use traditional food of Kelantan such as laksa and any other traditional food from me. And so good price and service are also some of the advice given. If the price is high and not reasonable, then there will be no customers coming to the cafe. So who will eat at the expensive cafe, right? They will find a very reasonable price. The customer, all the advice given will be used to the best of our ability. We will use the advice that Mr. Faiz give to us very well. So that's all for my part. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nura Shahira Alia binti Sudin and my metric number is #2382306. So today I will present about Koda Cafe entrepreneur background. So what are the name, age, gender, ethnicity and origin. His full name is Muhammad Hafiz, already 37 years old. He was born and raised in Kubang Keren, Kelantan. He is of Malay ethnicity and already married and has 2 children. His wife is also from Kelantan and works at a bank to cover costs and needs when Mr. Hafiz is not working. How did he start a business? He started a business because he has been interested in this field since childhood. He attended primary school in Kubang Krian and continued his studies at Sultan Hamizan Polytechnic College, located at Dungun, in 2008 in the field of mechanics. After he finished his studies, Mr. Hafiz started his job by selling Western, meatballs, and others. When he started the business, he also did a part-time F&B job by selling bundled goods. At the same time, Mr. Hafiz got an offer to continue his studies at UiTM, but he did not resume his studies due to lack of money. He has worked at MSO Corporation in Pasir Tumbuh and held the position of technician for 5 years, and he opened his own shop in 9 months last year. What are the factors which lead to the creation of business? He said, factors which lead to create a business because he interests and hobbies from childhood, and the idea he got is from his friend from the FMB field who is the owner of Jubilee Cafe. Encik Hafiz also got inspiration from YouTube, Instagram, and seeing stories from his friends to open an antique cafe with the name Koda Cafe. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Fakrul Shazwan bin Ahmad Kamil. Today, I want to tell you about company background. First of all, the name is Koda Cafe. The owner of Koda Cafe name is Muhammad Hafiz No bin Uki. Koda Cafe is taken by the name of Koda Cafe is taken by a Kelantanese word that means is calmly and comfortably. This is because they want every customers that come to the company feel comfortable to sit there, even though they take at least 3 months to think about the name of the cafe. Furthermore, the theme of the cafe is Malaysian Classic. It is because the decoration of the Koda Cafe have a many like a vintage, such as newspaper, the cassette, magazines from the old artists, and many more. Moreover, the target of the Koda Cafe customer is more to Malaysian people from every different age. For the example, the youngest people, old men. Moreover, the location of the Koda Cafe is near the mosque, so many people will come to the cafe after they are praying Isha. And then the owner of cafe tell us that he doesn't care if he has other race to come to their cafe, like Chinese people and Indian people. The owner told us that he have a regular customer from the other races, that they will come every evening to drink coffee. Other than that, the type of the cafe is serving the Western food, like a bread, uh, and so like some, and the delicious one is nasi lemak. At the water that they serve is coffee, juice, and the one thing that I can forget is carbonate water in the glass bottle. The drink is very rarely and not easy to get in other stall at my place. So I think this is the unique of the Koda Cafe. Last but not least, the Koda Cafe only have 3 employees except the owner. So they work only 4 people in the Koda Cafe. In the interview, I asked the owner if he want to add employees, and he said no, because he said even the cafe in the crowded, he and the owner and the employees can handle it. So he think it's enough and don't want to add more employees. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Anislana binti Luqman. My matric number H23A1823. My part is about the entrepreneur starting before the venture. First, what he is education background. His education background at Pachuk Technical High School in Kelantan. After finishing secondary school, he wants to continue higher study at Tungun Terengganu Polytechnical in the mechanical department in 2018 until ends 2020. Then he also wants to continue his study at the degree level. In 2022, he received an offer to ITM in the graphic department, but he claimed he declined because of insufficient money to continue his study at degree level at that time. In addition, he explored further the business world because he unable to continue his education. Second, what is his previous work experience before starting the venture? Before his opening business shop, he had worked as a technician for 5 years in Banchuk, Kelantan. During that time, he was also determined to find more source of sustenance to support his family and himself by opening small business at home and doing cash on delivery service, only working on public holiday. In addition, he also worked in restaurant, cafe, and enterprise. After he decided to quit his job as a technician, he decided wants to opening his business on his own business, shop selling Western food and burgers. After years he opening business, he closed his business due to being affected by the COVID-19 infection. But he continued his business by selling food cash on delivery until he was able to open his business 9 September 2023. Next, did he any role model and grow up? When he grew up, He follows of his families and friends who has been in business work for a long time, and many experience they will explore with a friends step with a friend who has an entrepreneur spirit. He's also determined to follow their step together and wants to explore more deeply and want to gain a lot of experience from them and to open his own business. In addition, he also looking for his own business, own experience such as opening a vintage cafe and cafe that is different from others in order to attract people, be able to further develop his business. He also explored the field of business through social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. In fourth, did he do entrepreneur things at a yacht? He wishes to open his own shop and wants to become an entrepreneur. On top of his own desire to support his daily life and family. He also does not think that is matter of yours. He also wants to be successful entrepreneur like others entrepreneurs. He also made his entrepreneur method an example for people out there who wish to open their own business. Next, when did he know he wanted to be entrepreneur? Since he worked in cafe and restaurant, he has gained various skills and experience that taught him to try open his own business. He also used to run his business on small scale at home at the time he worked. He also took the opportunity to explore the experience of working with people who have an entrepreneur spirit. He also has decided become a great entrepreneur because he was following his family and friends in the business world. And last but not least, did you have parents who were entrepreneur? He also has parents who an entrepreneur spirit since he was still in school. His parents also have their own business in shop in Kota Baru. In the past, his family also start their business on small scale with the way to develop their own shop. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Mafaham bin Mawardi, matrix number H23B2412. The entrepreneur at the time he started the venture, or the primary motive that he started the business is to support his family, which include his wife, children and parents. He dedicates himself to create a stable and nurturing home environment. He ensures financial stable and emotional well-being, prioritizing open communication to foster unity and understanding. By creating a safe and comfortable living space, he helps each family member feels valued and supported. Second question that I ask is, the setting, does he set any goal while he set up the business? The answer is to maintain the shop and the building with its original 1940s style, which includes preserving the architectural design and interior decor from the era. The shop was first built in 1949, and remarkably most of the original structure remains intact to this day, allowing the visitor to experience a piece of history as it was over 70 years old. The third question that I asked is, does he have any resource before the start out? He borrowed 10,000 from his wife, who worked for the government and therefore has a steady income and a secure job, ensuring that the loan would be manageable and the repayment feasible given her financial stability. The family also provide him with emotional support whenever there is a hard time, such as when the business is slow. Fourth question is whether he has any networking. The answer is no. He doesn't have any networking because he already know some of his friends to open the shop. The fifth question is the controlling an early stage of business, whether he is serious or not. The answer is the situation is serious because if the loan is intended to support the owner's life, it underscores the critical nature of financial support needed. The owner needed to think about the mouth he need to feed, like his family and parents, both his wife and his parents. I also asked whether the owner have any business plan or goals for the shop. The goal is to make the shop last for another 30 to 40 years, ensuring the future generation can enjoy it, cherish the memories embedded in the history and atmosphere. By preserving the beloved establishment, they aim to maintain its unique charm and character, making it a lasting part of the community. This effort is about more than just sustaining a business. It's about safeguarding a piece of cultural heritage where stories are shared, connections are made, and memories are formed. It's striving to keep the shop alive. They honor the past and invest in a future where it remains a source of joy and nostalgia for all who visits. I also asked whether he prepared or not to start the business. The owner is well prepared for the venture due to his extensive experience in the food and beverages industry. He previously worked with various companies, honing skills in operation, management, and customer service, and developed a deep understanding of market dynamics and consumer preference. This experience fueled his passion for running his own business and provided valuable industry connections. With a clear vision and strong foundation of knowledge, he is confident in creating a thriving establishment with high standards of quality and service. I also asked how long was a typical workday and when they start the venture. The shop operates from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m., catering to customers during the evening and late night hours. This schedule attracts those looking to unwind after work, enjoy a leisurely dinner, or seek a cozy spot for a late night snack or drink. The relaxed ambience during this hour make the shop a popular destination for gathering, casual meetups, or quiet personal time. Why do the owner want a retro concept of the cafe? The owner replied it came from passion. The owner started as a collector of antique stuff, buying and selling records, old neon lights, shop signs, and old advertisement board. But later the idea came to open a cafe with a retro style, while many of retro concept cafe in Kuala Lumpur or Penang have many old signs hanging and old advertisements hanging around, and most of them are either in English writing or in Chinese writing. The owner wanted a retro cafe with mostly Malay writing or Jawi writing, advertisement or shop signs. I also asked how much the owner spent for the decoration of the shop. Well, it's not that expensive. The answer is it's not that expensive as you think. The owner has an advantage that he lives in Kelantan, so the antique stuff are quite cheap compared to Kuala Lumpur, for example. There is this one magazine, URTV, an old 80s and 90s magazine. The owner has a special edition in 1992 where the legendary Sudirman, the Malaysian singer, died. So the magazine have the whole article about him. In Kuala Lumpur, it is sold for 150 ringgit, while the owner bought the same magazine for only 5 ringgit. The owner also have old local shoes signboard called Alip. that was famous around 1980s. The cost was around 750 in KL. The owner bought just only for 90 ringgit in the night market in Kota Baru. The last question is why the owner chose the specific location. Well, in the part of town of Kota Lama in Kota Baru, there is a lot of old shops that are commonly built between 1900 to 1950s. After independence in 1957, many of the buildings were demolished to make ways to roads, new more modern building. The one that didn't been demolished is the shop houses that was made from bricks. They always demolish the building that was made from wood. Since wooden shop houses is becoming more rare in Kota Baru, the owner decided to open a shop there and maintain the old building structure. Thank you.
My name is Nur Aisha Inshira binti Rusdi. My metric number is H23A2043. For the conclusion, what we learn from this entrepreneur is do not give up. The first one is he does not give up easily. When he wants something, he must get it at all costs. The second one is experience. The entrepreneur made preparation and experience while he was learning by trying to open a small business at home when it's school holiday. The third one is explores. He also explores the business field through social media sources such as Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. The second one is the key success of this entrepreneur business is work hard. He worked really hard to make this dream come true, and he also farsighted about his business. The second one is support system. He also getting support for his business from his wife by borrowing 10,000 ringgit from his wife, and also he get support from his family. The third one is creative. The concept that he used for his cafe is different from other place that when usually other cafe use English language and Chinese, or the other one he choose to use the Malay language and the Jawi language for his concept to make it different. The fourth one is market demand. He knows who is target customer is and demand around this area, and he took opportunity to open the shop at that area.